Arr! I can't figure out where me treasure is. Do any of you blokes know where it might be?
Or you probably threw it into the sea.
Arr, that not be it.
I reckon a flock of seagulls came by and picked it up.
Oh, those must be some mighty seagulls.
Or maybe you had it buried.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Buried Podcast. This is a show where we go out into the internet jungle and bring back hidden gems of lore to the public seeing eye. As always, I am Declan Grogan, and with me is Dylan Ward.
I am sitting on a queen-sized bed.
Jimmy Brown.
I never met my mother.
And Liam Mann.
And I'm sitting on a peasant-sized bed. The peasants will unite and overthrow all the queen-sized beds. Hear ye!
Oh boy.
The hierarchy of beds.
The theme of today's episode is class warfare.
Yes.
That's not a bad thing to just come out, all right? Like, I think it's about time that we do an uprising, considering that we got nothing else to do.
True.
There really is no better time for revolution.
I feel like this was a theme of last episode, too.
No. Because last year, like, look, we blew our coronavirus load on the last episode. We made all the jokes about the apocalypse and everything else. But we're getting into what's going to happen after the apocalypse, and that is class warfare and revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, jungle warfare will rule.
It's the only violence is the only law that rules the land. Specifically,
it's better to
jungle.
die on your feet than to live on your knees.
The war of attrition begins tomorrow.
If the apocalypse was a jungle, what would be like the bananas way up in the trees?
So are you assuming that banana is the currency?
I guess.
Banana overtakes the U.S. dollar.
Why the fuck do we keep bringing up food-based currency?
No,
Why is that something that we always come back to?
Don't you negate this banana question. This is very essential.
Currency. You know, you can never have inflation because the bananas will rot.
Wait, Jimmy.
What does that make banana bread?
I don't understand are you asking, like, what will the equivalent of the banana be in our new jungle society? Or are you asking what role will the banana play?
You're calling apocalypse
Jungle society, it's probably
I'd imagine it would have the same result.
It's probably the banana, right?
You called the apocalypse a jungle, so what's the banana?
Probably the
A
banana.
Banana.
If we're all living in the jungle.
Food. You monkey.
What's the banana of the concrete jungle? You know the old big apple.
What's our banana?
Those dang monkeys have their bananas. What do we get?
Mm-hmm.
Class
it's like Spider-Man
warfare.
swinging from vine to vine, just picking up all the bananas.
I feel like
Tarzan,
the urban.
I thought.
I feel like the urban banana is much more abstract. You know what I mean? Like
The urban
monkeys.
banana.
The urban
I'm
banana.
gonna write a book called The Urban Banana.
The urban banana is the abstract concept of the American dream.
That's gonna be my memoirs. My memoir's gonna be called The Urban Banana.
Urban banana. What is the urban banana?
Liam, when you come up with your book cover, I want to help Photoshop your face onto a banana. That's all. That's the cover.
But it's a
But
very
it's a
somber
banana-
expression. It's a sad
Yeah,
banana.
it's a banana wearing like skinny jeans and riding a metro train.
You know, back when I was a poor man, they used to tell me, son, if you just grab your bootstraps up, you can finally swing up and grab yourself an urban banana.
You have to swing. Like vines on a tree. You must swing from bootstrap to bootstrap.
Gosh, I love F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby, and how it shows the illusion of the urban banana.
Yeah, that one green banana all the way across the lake.
Yeah, he just
Gatsby
keeps
kept
reaching for it.
And I remember that great quote. Gatsby's last words before he died. He looks off and he sees the green banana and he says,
Succumbing to his atavistic tendencies, he falls back to the rural papaya.
And Wilson comes up to Gatsby and then shoots him, and he goes, "Ruh-roh, I got a split!" And he runs out of there.
Okay. All right. Enough.
he said, let's make like a banana and split.
And splat!
You guys are all coming in with the mentality of having read The Great Gatsby. It's not fair.
It's a good book.
Yeah, that's fair.
It
That's
is.
fair. Well, we can get onto something more of your level.
See, buried readers are known for their sophistication.
Yeah, it is
So
weird.
this week I read The Cat in the Hat, and I really liked the part where he came out of the hat.
Like,
It was
Yeah,
my
I liked-
favorite part.
thing one
My
and
favorite
thing
part
two.
my favorite part of the cat in the hat was when the cat jumped out of the box and he said, "Your house represents your bourgeoisie lifestyle. It must come to an end. Brothers and sisters." And thing 1 and thing 2 come out and he says, "We must tear down this establishment."
Dr. Seuss books that like have very dark meanings. And like the places you'll go ... to war.
Oh man.
All right, let's
Hop on Pops to achieve what he could not.
the young will rise above.
Oh man.
Horton hears a
was it?
who of the oppressed.
Horton, the who's of Whovilles cries for help fall on deaf ears. But only Horton, the champion of the downtrodden and the oppressed, can hear the cries of the people.
The Grinch who raped Africa.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Alright, that's...
Okay.
We're not gonna get any higher.
That's
We're
a
not gonna get
perfect
any higher
transition
there.
into my topic.
Yeah, we're going into topics now. There's no way we can get it.
Oh my god. The most controversial episode.
They all just get more and more controversial, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Barry's keeping
Baby.
everyone on their toes.
We're not PC over here.
I can go if you guys want me to.
I would love nothing more than for you to go.
Be
Hey,
my
Get
guest.
out of here.
Oh, the places you'll go. All right, so my topic is something that I stumbled upon. It's a YouTube channel. This guy, the YouTube channel is called Benjamin Bennett. All right, he's just a dude on YouTube, and as of right now, he has 305 videos, each 4 hours long, where he does nothing but sit and smile in a white room and not move at all.
Oh boy.
They are literally, each one is 4 complete hours long, and if you look at him, he changes what he wears, so he's not just re-uploading the same video every single time, but he is actually like sitting down and taking 4 hours of his life to just do nothing but sit and smile. And people have watched him, and like he does not falter at all for all 4 hours. Nothing ever loops. It is a different video each time, and like there have been weird moments. Like people point out that there are moments where like a fly in the room will land on his forehead and walk all over him, and he does not react at all. He just keeps sitting and smiling at the camera.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and
He's like cool store though.
He's like the Buddha. You know?
He
Like,
sits-
what if,
he sits
what
like
if
the
you were
Buddha.
watching? Yeah, what if you were watching and like he just achieved enlightenment?
Well,
He-
or achieved his urban banana.
he's fine. He's on the age-old quest to find his urban banana. If you look up, like at first, like this it seems pretty creepy. Like it's a pretty, it just seems like a weird thing that someone would do. But
Yeah, this guy's scary, Loki.
he's done a few interviews, and this falls under what he calls like performance art. You guys know performance art, obviously. But what he's doing is apparently what he calls duration art, where it's more art on the fact that he is able to achieve something that lasts this long. Is more the art itself than actually watching all 4 hours of him just sitting and smiling at you.
It's the concept.
Yeah, and it's wild how dedicated he is to sitting and smiling and not doing anything at all. Like people have done analysis and they found the most popular episode is probably one of the earlier ones in 20 where
Number 5.
while he is sitting and smiling, someone breaks into his house. And
What?
What?
yeah, this is all real. Like it's in the description. It's the most popular one that he was doing this alone in his apartment, and for whatever reason, his friend he was living with had not locked the door, and someone came in, and just started walking around their house and was trying to take stuff, and he didn't react at all until the guy comes into the room and opens the door right next to him and says hello.
Oh my god.
Sees him sitting and smiling and not looking at him, and just in front of a camera, closes the door and promptly leaves the apartment.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I completely understand.
Yeah,
So
the
he's-
fact the fact like that someone is robbing his house and he is so dedicated to making this duration art that he does not move at all. He just keeps sitting and smiling is wild.
No,
Oh
but
my
I feel more relatable to the thief in this situation because I just
what I'm
walked into
saying.
this channel and I'm like, I can't even look. He's been doing this for 5 years.
5
years.
5 years
For
of
our
sitting
buried
smiling.
readers who want to see the part Declan just described, the comments say that it's 2:36:36 of number 5 sitting and smiling.
That's
what
why
you wanna
I
go to.
number 5's the most. And can you imagine that's the 5th one you do and then you get robbed?
Yeah, and then you do 200 more.
Yeah, so then there's a few other ones that are the next most famous one is that during his interview he says that all he does to prepare for this is he like eats a good lunch and then uses the bathroom before going. But there's one where he forgot to use the bathroom and he pees himself and does not react at all. He just like it's just weird. Like people have like seen that you can see the puddle form and everything else, and he does not stop smiling or sitting there, and it's just flippin' bizarre.
Okay, one thing I wanted to say, okay, so I'm watching this one where the burglar comes in, and
Yeah.
just a note for burglars. I feel like if you're a burglar and you break into the house, you open the door, you go, hello. Like, what was he gonna like? What did he expect was gonna happen? Like, what was he like? What was
his end game?
Hello.
Honestly-
it's like, let me just announce my presence.
Yeah, like
Just trying to humanize the guy.
Also, like he says hello as if like, like as if he's the one who's like surprised somebody's there. You know what I mean? He's like,
what are you doing in your house?
Oh my god. Do you think that the robber or whatever like has PTSD from this? Like he goes to like Madame Tussauds wax museum and he's like, oh
They're all
god.
Blink, you son of a bitch! I know you're not wax.
Drives by one of those McDonald's with like the smiling Ronald McDonald statue sitting on that chair outside. Just we gotta go to Burger King.
Hello.
Hello.
It's just it.
it's really a shame because poor guy will probably never rob again.
He was just starting out too. He had his whole career ahead of him.
His hopes of becoming a master burglar have been dashed.
I'll tell you what. There have been times where I've just sat on my ass looking at the computer for 4 hours straight, and this guy did physically the same almost thing, but got like money off of it on YouTube.
Yeah, but I mean, I just can't imagine dedicating 4 hours of my day to just like doing this
That's
every
completely
week.
true.
I
yeah.
can't even smile for like 10 minutes straight.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
the
hurts.
smiling part. I don't know how he does that.
Yeah, and like he has perfect posture the whole time. Like he looks like he's in pain a lot of the time. Episode 301 is 8 hours long. His like magnum opus is an 8-hour sitting session. That's a full day.
Oh wow.
And then
Dang.
if you go to his website, it's also
That's
worth
ridiculous.
noting that after he did 300 of these episodes, he switched over to something called walking and talking, where he just walks around in public for 4 hours and talks aloud to his camera. So people like he passes by just hear him showing the camera and filming and talking out loud. So I guess it's a little weird, but it's sort of
It's
his
just
new
what Twitch
project.
streamers do.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that's something that's like, whoa, zany in like 2014, but in like 2020, like, well, I mean 2020, people will be like, why are you outside?
Liam.
Nice. But like, I feel like nowadays if you saw someone walking around talking to the camera,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny how like
yeah,
not
exactly.
zany
Like
that
it
is
seems
now.
pretty
Like,
regular.
Zany is what you're trying to say?
or like like weird. I think back then that'd be strange if you're just walking around talking to a
Yeah,
camera
no,
and
I
be like,
completely
what
get
the
you.
fuck is this guy doing?
It seems that there's only one video that's outside of either of those two formats. Seems to be the latest one. It's just called Useful Plants. Mullane.
You lame. Yeah, I think he's just like done
Oh,
now. I
making
think after
pesto
making
from
4-hour
wild plants.
videos, he's now just gone on to like he's saying pesto from wild plants. I think he's just trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
that
a
too.
regular YouTube channel now. But if you scroll down, it's every video. Like it's just wild. I don't know that you can sit and do that. Duration art is just so strange to me that like people like I watched a video on the guy and they
Alright.
talked about his influences for his duration art or whatever else, and there's like artists who like tie a rope to another person and live a full year tied to another person. And I'm like, I don't. It's just
What do
such a
you gain?
strange. Exactly. It's a strange form of art that's more like feats
Well-
of humankind.
Guys, I have an idea to bolster the Buried podcast viewership.
Okay.
Wow. 4 hours of us all sitting together and frowning.
Just
But we still do it. In podcast form.
I'm gonna piss myself.
it's
I'm
just
just not gonna
silent.
mention it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
we're
what
gonna
if our
plan a
puddles
robbery.
touch?
Well,
Dylan
the
pisses
thing
himself
that
every
still
episode.
kills me about the robber that I just can't move past. It's like his first week of theft internship, and like he walks in, opens the door, and there's just some dude like motionless. Like I don't know how I would react to that. That's just
It would be so much
unnerving.
better if he turned smiling.
He probably
towards the
felt bad.
burglar.
He probably, he probably felt bad because it was like, when you're a robber, you want to commit. Your biggest thing is you want to command fear. So he probably expected to walk in and the guy was like, "Oh no, a robber!
Right.
Here, take my money." But the guy didn't even look at him. He didn't even acknowledge him. He was like, "Hello," and the guy stood facing forward.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very
his,
rude.
It's
Fuck
his
you to
first
any
day after
robber.
burglar graduation, after all of his training and inciting fear, and he gets like the man who is impervious to any sort of interaction. Like literally, you can't get a rise out of Benjamin at all.
And that's the thing. That takes all the fun out of the robbery. You know what I mean? If they're not even going to, of course he could have just gone back and taken all the stuff
Certainly.
because that guy's not going to move. But it takes all the fun out of it because he's not even going to react to
Liam,
anything
a seasoned
you do, so what's the
theft,
point?
is pointing out.
or
so.
so I think.
I certainly have never robbed anyone. Certainly not a man that's smiling and
guys.
sitting.
Before we move on to the next topic, here's my idea. To break into
Okay.
the duration arc game, because this guy, I feel like he's kind of cornered the market on long form duration arc. But I think, what if we took it the other way and we did short form duration arc? We make videos that are like 0.1
Smiling.
second of just
Like,
No, but-
so
but
jump
the-
scares.
exactly.
God.
Yeah, and then like it becomes like a competition to see how short can you make a video and that is allowed to be uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah.
Speed run.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
happy to
who's
go
next?
next if you guys don't want to.
Hey, take it, man.
All right.
Okay, short man.
So, I'm bringing the Buried podcast home to one of its roots. Tumblr horror. Yeah,
Ooh,
Tumblr
one of the many
Tumblr
roots.
stories from like 2013.
Ah.
So, this was yet another
classic.
one. This is one that I was actually following the person before they were, I guess exposed or their drama was put out into the open. This is the story of Sixpence. I don't know if any of you guys heard about her before this, but she still runs a horror blog kind of thing. She posts creepy things, creepy stories, all that kind of stuff. And one day, since she was a neuroscience student in India or something, she has a white family. It becomes a little more important later in the story.
Okay.
Okay.
She just
All right.
yeah.
I was like, okay, Jimmy.
She posted a big post saying that she's offering something called Sixpence Heals. She had a very popular blog, and so she offered for about, I think, $30 a month. She would be kind of a shoulder to cry on for up to about 15 people. And she was going to give them advice and all that kind of stuff. That turned into its own little thing where people would be like, hey, you're not a therapist. Stop, offering, things about mental health when you could be really damaging somebody since you're not, qualified. And this caused a whole thing until it surfaced that her family in India had an 8-year-old child slave.
What?
Excuse me?
What?
All right. How does that surface? How does that surface?
So, apparently, during this all, I guess, if I remember
child
correctly,
surfaced.
she accidentally self-doxed or something, revealed who she was, that kind of stuff, and people started looking in. And, since there was all these memes surrounding, the whole, buy my mental health research for $30 a month, all that kind of stuff, people just started looking into it. And, her white family in India had child servants and, slaves. And so this obviously blew up, because, it was like, oh, she started talking like, well, this is just the culture here, all that kind of stuff. I think the quote was, listen to it. I think it was, here, yeah. Yes, we have child labor instead of distancing from myself. Oh no, that was reading something else. But she says,
Well, of
yes.
course I have one, but because of the coronavirus, I can't go around it.
Yeah, no. She calls. She's like, oh, trust me. Oh, yeah, I found it. Trust me, if I had any control over anything, I'd prevent it. But ask any of your Asian friends, whether they're from the Philippines or India. It really sucks. I wish our 8-year-old was in school, but it's what they do here. Not just my family, but every slightly wealthy family. Isn't that crazy?
Our 8-year-old? Wait, is it?
When did this happen?
That's like ridiculous.
This, I'll tell you what. This probably happened. Oh, you know what? This actually only happened in 2017.
Okay.
It wasn't even that long ago.
Oh, damn.
Absurd. Like, what?
Was it?
So presumably she still has said little boy who is now like, you know.
And so, like, you know, this just opened a whole can of worms. I think at one point she was off Tumblr. I think she might be back now on, like, a different website. But, like, you know, everybody was just attacking, saying, like... And, it became a huge meme, to be honest, on Tumblr. About,
Sure.
you know...
Just naturally.
Like, huge horror blogger has a child slave.
Okay, but, like, hear me out. Let's say we come
right.
from a slightly wealthy family, and you need another pair of hands around. And they have... that are the
a
different
really
color
small
from you.
pair of
That
hands.
part's important.
Is there a point when like it gets too old? Like, is it important that it's a child? Is it important that it's 8 years old?
Right. Does he age out and then graduate, or?
Ooh, I'm sorry, boy. You're 10 years old. We have no
Your
use
hands
for you.
can't clean the space behind the stove.
like Snowpiercer.
You can't clean our money pit.
I mean, see, the thing is, children don't really have anywhere else to go in that kind of situation, so I think it is a definite important part.
Well, no. See, the reason why they use children is because rich people in India, it's actually tradition for them. They don't use banks. People who are really wealthy, they just throw all their money into a pit. They have a big pit that they have all their money in, and children can't run off with that much money. They're not very strong. And so before they use children because they're not big and strong and
This
they
is
can't
gonna
run
be
away with their money.
new most
crazy
controversial
enough-
episode.
And crazy enough, the pit gives interest. No one knows why. No one knows why. But when they count the money, there's more than there was when they first put it in the pit. There's always like no one knows where it came from. They just trust in the pit.
See, rumor has it that if you bring a couple candles down there, play some light jazz, it'll go even faster.
Yeah, you gotta stimulate the pit.
The money will multiply.
One time, and actually, what happened one time is they don't like to talk about it, but there's one case where a little boy actually fell into the money pit. And when they finally found him and dug him out 2 days later,
No.
there
was an 8-year-old
boys
boy
that came out
and
of
like
the pit.
0.5 more of an 8-year-old boy.
Like a hand.
It was a smaller 8-year-old boy. Like
You just
smaller
got a couple
than
extra
boy.
fingers.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the
boy.
weird in the pit sometimes does its own investment. Like they'll invest in startups and internet companies and see if they can like get returns and whatever else. You can actually take loans from the pit. It's wild.
Have a hedge fund.
I
Yeah,
fucking
oh,
love
man.
this pit.
This is a great pit.
We should
And
get
how
that in
many of these?
America.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
I
start
think
digging
so.
our own money pit.
Like in Animal Crossing New Horizons, dated the beginning of 2020.
Okay, wait. I have a question that might sound stupid.
Well,
okay.
Go for it.
So, is the beginning of Harry Potter this? You know, like when Harry's on Privet Drive and like the family's just like, make our bacon, boy. Like that's the beginning of the book. Like they make him do stuff for them, and he's
Make
like,
my
I
bacon.
think he's 11. That's what the boy's age
Vernon
is now.
Dursley's famous quote.
Make the bacon, boy.
Make the bacon, boy.
Okay, why does it? Okay, I watched Harry Potter 2 for the first time in a
Yeah.
while the other day, and I was like, why doesn't Harry just live with any other wizard family? You know what I mean? I feel like any of the wizard family should look at him and be like, "Wow, Harry lives in a really, really shitty environment.
Like,
exactly.
Let him live
The
there."
Weasleys
That
are always
actually
like, hey,
does
come
For
over.
that summer.
No, that
like-
actually
but like-
does have its own in-universe explanation, which I assume J.K. Rowling was just like, wait a second, that's kind of fucked up. And so she like made it all about like there was a love force field or something, since it was like his mom's family. Basically, it has
Is
to
that
do
what,
with that
is that
kind
what
of
they
stuff.
say? Because originally, Dumbledore says that we're gonna give it to him because if he grew up with all that fame, he'd become a spoiled little boy.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
I think
like,
the original explanation.
That's the original explanation. I'm like, okay, but then like
And it was-
he's old.
Yeah, sure, but
He's grown up. He's grown up. He doesn't need to not be spoiled anymore.
yeah, that and like, does he have to live with like the worst family ever? You know what I mean? It's like,
Well, but then not only that, but like the whole thing is if you're trying to keep him away from getting a big head in that, why'd you immediately take him to Gringotts and give him like fucking $1 million in wizard coin? Like what?
Because he wasn't selfish with it after that. He knew the bad things.
Yeah, but but there is a really good point that Liam's making that to not become selfish, you don't need to be abused.
That's
yeah,
true.
right? Like,
Completely true.
I feel like there's a healthy middle ground. Like, I feel like if he lived with the Weasleys, like if he
Something
lived
tells
with the
me.
Weasleys, he would have been fine. Like, why did they just say, okay, you can live with the Weasleys forever? Like, I feel like he would have been a
Yeah,
grown up to
like
be a fine
exactly.
boy.
You don't need to like, or at least after you've been abused since you've been 11, so just say, all right, we'll just move you to a wizard family now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you've grown up in this shitty situation. You know how to be thankful for things. You don't have to, like, we can't say, like, here's this wonderful world. You are basically a god amongst these wizard people. Now go back to making that bacon, boy.
That's my favorite part of the first Harry Potter, when Albus Dumbledore looks at Harry and goes, "Now go back to the Dursley and make that bacon, boy."
Make that bacon, boy.
And Harry's like, "No, not you too." And he like runs out and he sees Hagrid. He's like, Hagrid, and he goes, "Aren't you supposed to be making that bacon, boy?"
Mr. Potter must make the bacon, boy.
He's like running through the halls of Hogwarts and just like, "Make the bacon, boy. Make the
that bacon."
bacon, boy."
Guys, what if Harry Potter was just in a coma after all that time because of a bacon-related incident?
Ooh. What if wizarding isn't real and it's just a severe bacon injury?
Yeah.
What if Harry Potter didn't get wand and instead got urban banana?
Ooh. Then he would be truly happy.
All right, do you guys want to do the next topic?
That was my topic,
I got a fast
Sixpence having a child slave in India.
Dang.
That was
All right,
epic.
Dylan, yeah.
Famous Tumblr
let's
blog.
tackle yours.
Like 5 minutes ago, I found a website called QuickDraw, and it's a website made by Google where essentially they give you a writing prompt or a drawing prompt, and you have to quickly draw it in like under 20 to 15 seconds, something like that. And it's gonna quickly judge your drawing like off of all of the other submissions and see if you can come up with the right one. Now I did it. I was very proud. It took me the longest because I got roller coaster, and I have no idea. I drew a dude in a cart on top of a roller coaster, and it recognized it. It was like, oh, this is roller coaster. So it's quickdraw.withgoogle.com.
Now,
I don't
Declan,
trust this. I don't trust the
Declan.
computers figuring my data.
Now, Dylan, tell me, what is this Google website? I've never heard of this Google.com.
I'll Google it. I don't really know. I'll look it up.
Oh, I just got tree in the
Is
last
this
second.
Google.com something I can touch, Dylan?
Well,
Dylan, can I touch Google?
Dylan,
Sometimes
can I
Google can touch you.
encircle Google with my mandibles?
So,
Dylan?
do you think that if enough drawings went in this, like it would eventually be able to create art?
That actually gave me an idea. What if we were all to do this and then start drawing a banana for like roller coaster or something?
Yeah.
Would it start recognizing?
What if we tried to throw off the algorithm by just drawing urban banana for everything?
Facts.
See, it's a cute little website. I didn't really have a topic, so here you are.
You know, I've played this before. It's a really cool thing, I will say.
I just did one, and I really didn't need the robotic voice guessing what I was drawing every second I took a stroke.
Uh-huh.
Like Google wouldn't stop talking over my drawing, Dylan. I'm making art and Google wouldn't stop yelling at me.
I like the computer is like a very overenthused person, like when you're playing like Pictionary. They're like, seagull, dolphin with a hat,
Banana.
urban banana.
Windmill, it's a windmill. I swear it's a windmill. Yeah,
Honestly,
exactly.
the timer on it like made me feel like so stressed while it was talking about it at the same time. Like it was holding a gun to my head and also saying like
it's an
birthday
aggressive
cake,
website, right?
banana.
Like,
It goes. I also did that. It goes so fast. It's like tree, dolphin, line of bread, line. It's like, oh my god, shut up.
and it's like, I know it's a remote control, and then the thing just shuts down and gives me a new prompt, and I'm like, let me breathe.
Disappointment. Poor artist. Shit drawer.
Bad drawing. No parents. You have no parents.
Stupid
Terrible.
picture. Stupid picture by idiot. Dumb
away.
idiot draws picture.
Bald. You are bald. I can see on your webcam that you are bald. I'm starting to think this isn't about drawing.
I like how at the
Don't
end it
use
says,
Bing.
"Oh, I know," like it knows. It's like, "Oh, I know." It's like, "Oh, do you?" After you give like 12 guesses.
Exactly. All right, let me see. Can we, but if it's using other people's drawings, could you just get like 50,000? Could we get all the people who drew the giraffes in the last episode? You know the people who drew those giraffes in Giraffe World? Can we get them all to just draw giraffes for any prompt and then like really just overflood the system? So it's like,
I really
giraffe,
think we could.
giraffe. I know, it's a giraffe.
Yeah, giraffe. It's like it just does.
You're drawing
not
a
get-
giraffe.
Oh, giraffe. It's a giraffe. It's a giraffe. It's a giraffe.
It's so annoying.
It was like, sorry, I didn't know what you were drawing. Just get it to only recognize giraffe. That would be epic.
That would be super epic.
Okay.
I have nothing more to say about my topic. It's just cool.
That's fine. Yeah.
I guess it's time
That's
for
flippin'
Leah
cool.
Mann, superstar, to go. What's
All
up,
right, everyone,
everybody?
clear the runway.
So, okay, the reason that I wanted to talk about this topic in particular, the thing that I found so interesting about it, not just topic-wise. Topic-wise, it's fascinating. But I think the way that I stumbled upon it makes it all the more interesting. So there I was on YouTube, looking for cool, epic trick shot videos for Call of Duty. And I was scrolling through my feed, and you know how every time, like when you're on your feed, especially like on the mobile version, you know, there's like video, and then there's like an ad video, and then there's video, you know, there's videos and then ads. So for this, you know, I was going through, and I saw this thing that was very strange. I saw this like it looked like this really bizarre animation, and I was thinking like, okay, what the hell is this? Like I need to click on this. So I click on it, and it takes me to this YouTube channel called Strange Oddity, and the video is called My Boss Stinks. It has 3,700 views, and basically it's this weird like shitty computer animation where this boss is like sitting in the office with his presumably his employee, and he's like, you are like he's just basically like, you know, talking to him. He's like, you are a good employee, and then he goes. He burps, but the burp sound effect isn't a burp sound effect. It's just is the burp sound effect. But the funny part is that his coworker doesn't have a robot voice, so the boss is like, "Sorry, haha, I was just eating some chicken," and the employee's like, "You're a disgusting human being. You need to stop that right away." Like he's like so serious. He's like, "You're a filthy, like, I can't believe how disgusting you are. You're the most disgusting human I've ever known." Like, and the boss is like, "Sorry, I need to eat more fried chicken." And there's like a fucking like 2D image of fried chicken on his desk, and he's like, he's like, it's like, and I clicked on all the videos, and there's not a ton of videos. There's about like, there's like 15 videos. But he started uploading in December of 2019, so it's a relatively
4
new,
months ago.
Yeah, and he just pumps out content, but it's just the strangest content ever. Like there's one There's one that's called Bus Stop, and there's a guy who pulls up to a bus stop on a rainy day, and he's like, "Hello, woman, would you like a ride with me?" And she's like, "No, you're the weirdest lady." It's like, "You're the weirdest man alive." And he's like, "I'm not weird. Oh, I'll just move over my monkey eyeball soup." Wah, 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 wah. It's just like... It's just like the most bizarre shit I've ever seen in my life. And the fact that it was an advertisement, it just makes me so uncomfortable. It's like the fact that someone can pay to put this in front of my face is just a really horrifying concept.
Dude, they paid for the bait and you fucking ate it. You were like, yes!
I fucking clicked it. There's one video, I don't want to click it because the video is titled Burp Me. And the thumbnail is just a neon green background that with text that says "click me."
There's some weird titles here. Sausage Good for Bob is one of the videos.
Sausage good for Bob.
There's
it sure is.
The first one is called Larry Wheels 2020, which is funny because it was uploaded in 2019.
I didn't know. They were streets ahead on this one.
I actually love Larry Wheels 2020 because it opens with this guy just going, he's like, "Are you out of your freaking mind? You can't lift this heavy dumbbell." And the guy's like, "I will lift this heavy dumbbell." And he lifts it and he goes, "Oh my God, are you out of your mind?" It's like the fucking stupidest content ever. Like it's like not that funny. It's like not that serious. There's no message behind it. I don't understand it at all.
It's just a pure absurdism.
I guess you could say it is really a strange oddity.
I would like to take a moment to analyze. All right, like guys, let's take a moment to realize this is made by a real person. A real person made these videos and has made this channel.
Yeah.
So it can be easily written off that someone was just making garbage videos and shit posting on YouTube, right?
Sure.
But the act that they bought an ad shows that they want this to blow up.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like that like desperation of like, please look at this.
Mm-hmm.
He's going
I've
crazy.
been seeing a lot of those recently. A lot of YouTube channels have just been like putting their videos in front of other videos, like just buying ads to play their video before other things.
Yeah,
which is what I'm starting to think is like, guys, what if we just bought ads and forced people to watch parodied videos?
We could, I love the idea of someone just like clicking on a 1-minute tutorial on how to use Photoshop, and then our 45-minute episode.
This would be an unskippable 45-minute ad.
Unskippable. We lock their browser so they can't leave.
We make it so ad block doesn't work. Our ad can't be blocked.
Yeah, anything can be done for the right amount of money. We just have a shitload of money, and we just like freeze people's computers with our ads.
Okay, but like also like if this guy is buying ad space for his videos that get like 3,800, like they all have like 3,000 views, but I'm guessing that's for the sole purpose that he's buying ad space. Like it must work to some extent. You know what I mean? There must be some.
It just did. It literally just did.
That's true.
And now we're promoting him.
Fuck. Damn, dude, wait, this is a curse. Maybe it's a curse that these videos are just always advertised. Like you have this. Whenever I watched this video, the first time I watched the video, I had this strange urge to tell all of my friends and family about it and to link it on all my social media pages.
God.
Hypnotic.
Hey, I was in the bit and I was talking to you, but I just looked down and I accidentally just hit send on a post that I was typing while we were doing this bit about Strange Oddity on my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I didn't even know I was doing it.
Declan,
I was talking to you and my thumbs were just typing.
Wait,
Turn
but
away.
Declan,
Don't
I
look
had a
into
really
Bob's eyes.
strange dream last night.
What
You
was
see,
your dream?
I kept having this weird thing where my boss would come in and he was eating fried chicken, and I started telling him like, you're just, that's so gross. You're just nasty. And he just kept eating the chicken.
He laughed in my face.
I woke up and I was subscribed to Strange Oddity.
I was part of the Strange Oddity army. But okay, to be fair, if you go to his first video, if you go to Larry Wheel 2020, underneath in the description, the description of the first video is like anyone reads the description ... ha ... lol ... and then it's a link to his t-shirt You can buy a Strange Oddity T-shirt, and it's like this weird. It's like this completely white 3D render of one of his characters that says Strange Oddity, and it's just a T-shirt. And I'm feeling extremely compelled to buy it.
Oddity.
Well, the Declan's channel also had a shop too that I was pointing out, and it's just the dude's face, the one who sits still, put on a T-shirt, like on all the different things. I think what we're missing out on is Buried needs some merch.
We need merch.
Facts.
Introducing the new line of Buried merch called Fungal Cloth. It's clothing
We
made
only
100%.
make beer koozies. We only make beer koozies.
People
That
ask
is the only
us.
product we have in store.
People ask us all
We
the
have
time.
20 different beer koozies.
They say, "When will you make T-shirts? When will you make clothes?" And we say, "Never. We only make beer koozies."
We only make beer koozies.
You want a shirt? Why don't you cut the logo off the beer koozie and put it on your own shirt? That's not our job. We make beer
They keep
koozies.
asking, why did you make the beer koozies just small enough that they don't fit around any bottle of beer?
And we said
Introducing
you had to buy-
salt shaker koozies.
Salt shaker koozies.
Introducing buy 2 beer koozies and just tape them together.
Rip them in half.
You can
We
get
have-
2 for the price of 2.
We have koozies for your beer. We have koozies for your salt. We have koozies for your pets. Put a koozie on your pet. Do you hate handling your pet because they're filthy? Put your koozie on them.
Put a koozie on them.
We have koozies.
Koozies. Make an infinite stack of koozies. We don't care.
Make the gods jealous with your ambition and make an infinite koozie.
Build a Tower of Babel of koozies. Make a
build
monument to humanity's arrogance.
Build a tower of koozie so that you may reach the heavens and slight God. We don't care. Just buy koozies.
We don't care. The point is, we don't care.
The point is,
Just
give
buy
us
our
some money.
koozies.
Buy our koozie and throw them in the trash. We don't care.
We don't care.
You did your part.
Our koozies are made. Our koozies are made by the hands of 8-year-olds. We don't care.
We don't care. We throw them in the money pit and they duplicate. We don't care.
We break international tax laws by evading the tax laws to sell our koozies. We don't care.
Our beer koozies are made from recycled asbestos. We don't care.
Our beer koozies
We have
give
child
cancer.
laborers making our koozies.
We don't care.
We don't
I love
care.
I love a company.
We've
who
spoken
is
with many.
You know what I like about this company? It just says what I think.
We've spoken with many religious leaders, and they said that if you buy this koozie, you will automatically go to hell. We don't care.
We don't care. We don't care.
Welcome to the Barry
Nike.
Podcast. We don't
just-
care.
We don't care. I love the idea of like just Nike rebranding from Just Do It to We Don't Care. Oh my gosh.
Nike, we don't
Yeah,
care.
so this whole episode's been a long ad for our beer koozies and our new slogan.
Yeah. I mean,
don't
if you
care.
if you couldn't tell by our upload rate already, we're just gonna go ahead and say it
Yeah.
explicitly.
we're gonna finally put it out there. We do not care.
We just don't care. Okay, I think we should let's do some visity vote.
I want to start it
all
off.
right.
I gotta say, the topic of the dude who stood still for 4 hours straight. I'm still unnerved. Like I haven't moved on from that yet. I'm gonna vote for that one.
Okay. I'm gonna vote for the child servant.
Oh yeah, child labor. I'll also vote for the man. The man who sits
Yeah,
still.
I'm gonna go ahead and since I can't vote for myself, I'm gonna go ahead and vote for the man looking at the camera, who broke
Since I can't vote for myself.
who broke the heart of
I'll go with the
that
next best.
lonely burglar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're really voting for the burglar right now.
Yeah,
True.
burglar. If
Yeah,
you're
we're
out there
just-
watching this one's for you.
This one's for you, all right?
Come.
Jim Parson got his time. This is yours.
Here's a solemn promise to any burglar that breaks into my house. I guarantee you, I will respect your burgling skills. I'll respect the your craft, and I will scream. And I will scream, and I'll run away, and I'll say, "Oh no, please take whatever."
If you come to my house, I may not be scared, but I'll do my best to make you think I am. I'll be like, "Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, I'm being burglared."
Please, this is where I keep my valuables.
Man, it feels good to win again.
Says
Boy,
Declan wins the cast.
Man,
gosh,
what a better...
every vote for me is just a little bit more in the money pit.
Every vote for Declan is a vote for Trump. I'm just putting that out there.
Every
Okay,
vote,
well, all right. Well, you tied me to something.
every vote for Declan
You know what?
is a
I don't
step
care.
closer to class warfare.
Hey, we just tied it all back together. So you know what that means. It's time to end the episode. We got an email. It's buriedpodcast@gmail.com. If you got any fun internet things that you want to send us to review, just internet communities or strange things you find online, send it there, and we will do it in our show. We've done it before.
Yeah.
You can find when we've done it. And we have a website. It's buriedpodcast.com. We're on all podcasting platforms, every single one of them. And so thanks for tuning in, all right? It just means a lot. As always, I'm Declan Grogan.
I don't care.
I'm Jimmy. Yeah, I am.
I'm Liam, and I hope you all find your urban banana.
Good night. That was good. That was
GG.
good.